Level 6.
And although the princess has come home, she is still remaining quiet on where she was during her missing time, but frankly, I do not care. She's got that look at me, I'm back attitude, and it reflects in her style. You know it. She was seen returning to the castle rocking those possibly was kidnapped leggings, all while sporting a I might have just run away and ran out of money hooded cloak. What do you think she's gonna be wearing at the wedding? No idea, but no doubt it will complement her chosen spouse's home kingdom. That's right. Princess Desdemona has finally made her choice, and it's Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. I knew it was going to be them.
Yeah.
It was the obvious choice from the get-go. So obviously obvious. So long, Prince Phineas Pomp of the Petrard Kingdom. You just didn't make the cut. Bye. Bye-bye.
So, she made her choice. Her life is filled with intrigue, and I feel like I am now somehow intertwined with her fate's path.
That's 'cause you
Oh
picked
well,
it for her.
off to go see what the gang's up to.
Alright. Let's see, we got a note.
There's a note from Dad.
Dear Lil, here is some excuse why I can't work the guard shed today. Love, Dad.
Back to the guard shed for me. Wait a minute, where's the chronometer? I always leave it right here. Not in or under there. It's not in there. There it is. What's it doing under the bed? Spooky. I don't remember putting it there.
I wonder why it was there.
Wait, what time is it? I don't want to be late. For a time machine, you'd think they could have at least put a clock on it somewhere.
There is a clock on it. Okay. Off to work we go. Oh, yay. Oh,
This whole wretched endeavor has been a disgrace, not only to Prince Phineas and myself, but to the entire history of Petrard. King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk will not sit idly by while their royal lineage is dragged through the mud.
Seriously, if you want to be picked, go watch my previous run of this.
Well, you know what they say. You win some, you lose some. All's fair in love and war. Other cliche sayings. Keep your chin up, Prince Phineas. You'll find someone.
Say what you will, your words and your sweet-smelling city will soon be drowned out by the musk of the sulfur mines of Petrard.
They say sweet smelling, but she also talked about how they're in the talk with Garby. Talks about that it smells like a
May our
landfill.
home be exploded by a bottle of fine Petrardian fizzy.
Well, that's not great.
So we're losers. Royal Red, I don't care. Because everyone goes in, or they go to jail, one or the other. But we are going to... We got more... Oh, I completely forgot to add that one when I did that. We'll just do that. Look at this. I have way more crystals than I could possibly use. Yeah, back. There we go.
Michael!
Hello, Lil.
What?
you-
No more sparkly suit?
It was a rental. Besides, today I'm here in a different capacity, to help coordinate the royal wedding.
You have a lot of jobs, Mike.
And wedding planning is my least favorite out of all of them. Tell you what, why don't you be the wedding planner for the day? What do you think?
Well, I'm already doing everything else.
I think it's very irresponsible to get a 12-year-old girl to do two grown men separate jobs.
I agree.
All you have to do is choose the music, decorations, and food menu for the big event. It's simple, just let in the one you like the best.
Right.
Or the one you think the groom would like best. Or who the bride will like. I'm sure it's not really going to affect anything. Or it might. See, it's simple. Do you want me to explain it again?
No, I got it.
Okay, good. The only thing I hate more than wedding planning is talking about wedding planning. The wedding musicians will be coming by for you to choose first. Here's the gold. See you later, Lil.
Okay. You have 350 gold remaining in the wedding planning budget.
Whoa, this gig pays great.
The money's not for you. There's 3 choices for music, food, and decor, and each comes with its own price tag. The gold is the budget for the wedding.
Yeah, you know, for being a royal wedding, they are cheap. Can I keep it?
What if I don't choose anybody? Do I get to keep all the money?
Basically.
You have to choose somebody, and the cheapest options might not make people happy, but if there's money left over, you get to keep it.
I see.
But if you go over budget, it'll have to come out of your own pocket.
I see.
We're on a tight timeline, so keep an eye on your action points. You've got 4 per round, so that's talking to everybody once, or to 2 folks twice. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Need that run by you one more time?
Nope, got it.
Remember, you do the choosing. I'll be here to record your choice and keep track of the budget.
Okay, Lil, it's no biggie. Just choose the 3 most important elements of any wedding and try not to stress that it's a royal one. You got this.
Okay, so we have...
Hello, young lady. The name is Jacob Fiddlestein, and me and my accordion here play all the polka conga you kids are so crazy about these days.
He begins to sing.
A 1 and 2 and polka conga 2 and 3 and polka conga 3 and 1 and polka conga. Hey! Boy, I nearly winded myself there.
We're just gonna let's introduce these.
Hello. My name is Suzette Courgette, and I sing with my voice. I do the slow songs and the nice songs and some of the ones you know.
That's...
Vlad Extreme here, mate. I know what you're thinking. What is the baddest, metalist bad boy of death metal playing some skint royal wedding? Well, I ain't here just to collect a big paycheck, mate. I'm here to stick it to the bourgeoisie and not take any of their crap, mate. Rock and roll all life long.
Okay,
Have you made up your mind?
I think... Let's see this. Okay. Oh, yeah, here we go. $50. Awesome. You have 350 gold remaining for the wedding, but yeah. Yes.
And the 1 and the 2 and I
You
got
wanna go
the
cheap?
gig.
Then go cheap. There is a
Good
Hungarian
choice,
restaurant.
maybe. I'll write this down and be
Here,
back when the
that,
next group turns up. See ya,
also
kid.
to go to. And they actually have polka night, so they have a guy that goes and plays the accordion.
Well, if it isn't the Edward, the great magician. Got another group of brats to entertain? Where are you pulling a rabbit out of now?
His hats.
I'm afraid I've put my days of magic and illusions behind me.
You got kicked out of the Magicians Union, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Seems people preferred the actual dark arts to my light entertainment. No matter though, I've got a new career now.
Working at your parents' garden shop?
They wish. I'm a wedding officiant. I'm here to officiate the royal wedding.
Really? You? I mean, you are?
I am.
Okay, sure. I mean, it's not like they planned anything else.
Edward, the official officiant, I hereby grant you access to the sprawl to officially officiate the royal wedding.
Well, technically I haven't been hired yet, so here's hoping I get
Now
the job.
you tell me.
Thanks again, friend.
We're not friends. Oh my god. Are Edward and I friends?
3 stars. He changed careers just for a moment like this, but there's very little indication he's not going to cock it up. Maybe there was a way to help him.
Hello there, I'm back. On to the decorator candidates. I don't have to tell you how important the interior decorations and overall aesthetic of a wedding can be. I don't have to tell you because I refuse to tell you. Anyways, here they are. Take your shot. Hello again, Mum. Thought I'd see my way down to do some decorating for the royal wedding. Ain't much of a decorate per se, but I got my cerulean blue, blood red, and cadmium green with me, so I'd go do something with them, I suppose.
Hello! I've got some grand ideas, you know, for how the royal wedding should be. You might not know it, but I read all the latest wedding magazines down at the salon when I'm getting the old do done, and apparently what's in these days is meat. Big bold slabs of meat on the wall. It gives things a real abattoir feel, so they say. So I guess I'd go with that.
Who am I, you ask? Only the editor of the biggest wedding magazine in circulation right now. There's no one else who can do the royal wedding justice, darling. Surely you've seen my work. Just don't look in last year's issue, darling. I went on a real tangent about slaughterhouses one night, and my team printed everything I said. Blame the Quaaludes. But this year, darling, we'll do something daring. Daring and bold, darling. Can you feel it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes. Famous big goblin it is. This is how I make my money. Yep.
I really appreciate the work, Lil. I'm gonna paint the town red, and blue, and green.
I'm just gonna paint the color that I chose.
And it's set in stone. I'll write this down and be back with the next group. See ya, kid.
So far, I've only spent 100 gold.
It is I, Articulous Flame Hands, chosen by the power vested in So You Think You Can Save a Princess, to rescue said princess. A task at which I am ashamed to say, I have failed.
Don't sweat it. She came home already.
Oh, mission accomplished. In any case, I have a message to deliver to the High Council of the Mages Guild. So if there's nothing else, I'll be on my way.
Go for it. Yeah. Now, if you want to see what happens if I actually go through this one for real, check my other playlist on this.
And with that, I am off to deliver this highly confidential message to the High Council of the Mages Guild. Still not sure who sent this message and what it entails, but I doubt anything bad could come of that. Even with all the rumors of a dark cult of mages breaking off from the guild to deep dive into the dark art of necromancy. Oh, but there I go, blabbing on again. Farewell, child!
That didn't sound too great. 2 stars. You let him in without either of you fully understanding the nature of the letter he was carrying for the Mages Guild. Not horrible, but also not great.
Alright, kid, can you feel it? We're almost done. This is the last hellish choice you'll have to make as a wedding planner. I, for one, cannot wait to be finished. Just hurry up and pick the food option for the wedding so we can get out of here.
I'm not allowed to leave.
Alright.
Monty's has the soup. That's all I'm allowed to say.
So that's Monty's, the soup.
Good afternoon. I am here today representing Catering Corp regarding a contract to provide the sustenance for the large gathering known as the Royal Wedding. Catering Corp is willing to provide the base amount of calories needed to sustain such a high-capacity event in return for appropriate remuneration. I am accompanied by samples of our food and a detailed list of ingredients available upon request.
I don't think that...
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle François Saint-Français, head waiter à la Chez de la Maison. We provide the finest and the fanciest of delicacies for the newly married royal couple and their guests. Only the smallest portions for the highest prices, of course. Very chichi pompon for the snootiest of people. A place someone like you or anyone you know would never get into, no matter how hard you tried.
Yeah, well, apparently that's...
Have you made up your mind?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, here we are. $150 for the entire wedding. You have 250 gold remain. Are you sure? Absolutely.
We look forward to making it a super event. Get it?
No.
Thank God this nightmare of a job is over. All the rest of you go home. Good choosing, kid. Well, at least I hope it's good. I wouldn't want to be the one responsible for messing up something like a royal wedding. Anyways, goodbye.
Yep. Now we got 2 more left to do for the day.
I am a citizen of the Sprawl. I have nothing to declare on my person, and I demand to be allowed entry.
Yep, well, we are letting everyone in. I'm probably gonna get dinged on the writ, but I don't care.
You should come by the Goblin Liberation Army headquarters sometime. Here's the password. Come! It will open your eyes to what's happening in the Sprawl.
Yep, we got an invite. There we go. You followed your heart and defied the draconian speciesist rule, but maybe there was a way to get around paying that darn fine. Oh yeah, I had to pay a fine, didn't I? Oh well.
Where's Hamish? I really don't have time for... say, you there, little girl? I need to get to the other side of the sprawl without delay. I need you to listen to me. This is time sensitive. I know you got your instructions, but it's important that I get going quickly.
Now, on this, if she had just said what she was carrying, this would make this decision a lot easier. But if you even ask her one question, then...
I can't thank you enough. Sorry for coming in hot. Weddings are the worst. If you can get close enough, take a look at my sculpture. I'll throw something in there just for you. Gotta go.
So this will be the first time I actually get to see this. Alright. 4 stars. You let her in before too much of her masterpiece could melt away. Good work. She never really says that she's there for the wedding or that anything like that, so you don't really know why she's there. Cecil hands Lil a letter with gibberish. To whom it may concern, your choices for the wedding displease the praetor greatly. You will receive no bonus for your toil. No quapla for you, quapla. The Marvoy envoy.
But they still wrote Kapla there at the end.
Yeah, I'm right there. And my final score is... good enough. Due to the middling performance, 2.75, you were paid a mere 10 gold for the ship. Hey, I got a lot of gold from the wedding. Reminds me of when we went to, it was East Texas somewhere, and there is, on the border between here and New Mexico, there is the It'll Do Motel. And we didn't stop because we were in the middle of the day, but it was hilarious. Now,
I have a very bad feeling about this.
if you want to see, because I actually went through, welcome little girl, hello there little girl, welcome to my realm.
I need to get out of here, and fast.
What's the rush? Stay and play a while, haha.
Think, Lil, think.
He's talking, I'm going to go through and let this play out, but if you want to see what happens, then I'll provide a link to my other playthrough of this chapter, because I actually go through and I actually go through and translate this. This is in Latin.
principian,
And in short, he's basically like,
Sige, en,
I'm...
tece, nove,
I basically
Octo.
go through and
Seven.
unalive people like this. That's
Six.
my job. I
Cinque.
enjoy it.
Quattro.
And he's counting down
Tres.
right now.
duo et dimidium, duo, unum
And he's like,
et dimidium,
two,
unus.
1.5.
gravissime non omnibus hoc facie,
Three,
hoc
2.5,
extremum fato est
two.
refortende unde venistis. Ignosce haedis.
And then there is the fires. Mortis. Yeah, so we will... I think I might still have that, so I'll have to look and see, because I've got this all translated all out. Okay,
Iterum,
you again.
Think, Lil, think.
hospices in hoc regno, a tullistime donna
Did you
solita,
go
hic
through, I think this is how you do it. Yeah.
What the f was that? That was next level.
Yeah, everything like passed away. I think we're gonna do a freak out. Lil is actually so freaked out that she is at a complete loss for words after having stumbled across space and time and having gone toe-to-toe with an interplanar demon.
I'm gonna go down to the dig site to throw this stupid time machine down a deep hole. Okay, Lil, get it together. You can still do this.
At least that was after the end of the day. So that was interesting. So there's a little bit more that I will need to... Yeah, we're going to go to the dig site immediately. So there's a little bit that I need to go in and translate. Over here and...
You've gotta take it back. Got too real with your chronometer 3000 thing today. I don't want it anymore.
Hi, B. So nice to see you, B. Your paper in the Journal of Dwarven Medicine was a revelation, B.
Well, excuse me, but I was just pulled into what I'm guessing was a parallel dimension and was murdered repeatedly by a demon.
How unfortunate. I always wondered what the byproduct of St. Bartholomew Inglebrook's lunar incantation would have on the relationship between time and interplanar folding.
So you're not a Time Lord and you're
Stuff
messing
it.
with...
I don't care about any of that. Just take
Time
it back.
travel.
I'm sorry, I truly am, but we've come too far. I'm sorry I've been absent, but I've been watching, and the readings I've been receiving have been very promising.
Yeah, don't
I don't care.
Exactly.
But you would care if everything and everyone you knew and loved was at risk.
I still don't care.
Fine, but my work must continue, and if you won't, then the next best candidate is your father.
Are you serious right
That's
now?
like blackmail.
I thought you were better than the advisors. You're just like them.
Listen to me, Lil. Everything might seem like we're in a storybook, but open your eyes.
are in a
We're on the
storybook.
verge of a civil war from inside the walls. And if you hadn't heard, the princess just pissed off some very powerful people. It is in your best interest to continue to help me with the device. Because who knows when we will need to rewind time and something more important than which nobody you chose to send to the dungeon today. And you're here, after allegedly going toe-to-toe with an interplanar demon. I trust you.
No, one person does. We're gonna keep arguing.
This all sucks.
You're right, but bigger things are happening around you.
I'm not gonna keep doing this forever. You and everyone else are gonna owe me a childhood, you know?
Keep helping me
If
with
we
the chronometer
survive.
3000, and we can see about making that happen for you.
Right. Okay, what else do we have? That's Garby's shop, Twisted Silver. Okay, GLA headquarters. tangled web of corruption lies and some coupons. There's Monty's.
Hello? Hello? I brought the orange slices. Was today a regular meeting day or one of those top secret planning for what's going to happen at the princess's wedding days? Is anybody here?
I'm here?
Does not sound suspicious.
Are you here for the meeting?
I don't think so.
Oh, then you can't have any orange slices.
Those aren't orange slices. Those are just the rinds.
I got hungry.
Well, rinds aren't always... As the images started to appear all over the sprawl in the past few months, now you know what it means. Viva la Gablucion. Amazing the GLA keeps their headquarters secret. This place is huge. Testing, testing. What's the deal with the mole people? Hello, is this thing on?
What's this?
The letter. I've gone back to where it started to find myself in light. We were apart for more than a lifetime, but now it'll be right. P.S. Remember to bring riding shoes.
I have a feeling the GLA leader wrote that. At least, I'm sure that troll over there didn't. I wonder what it means.
I know. Okay, he wanted me to come over here, but there's nobody here. Okay. Garbage shop is really only if I'm wanting to buy stuff, but I don't really need the upgrades, so we're just gonna go over here to the Twisted Delicious Tavern. That'll probably end up being the day. Let's see if there's anything. What do you have to say?
Ah, here she is, the little guardsman who spoke to the princess and secured the union between the Sprawl and the great Marvog Empire.
Yeah, I did. Told her just what to do and she listened to my every word.
I admire your complete lack of modesty. Modesty is such an ugly thing. Let us celebrate with a tankard of blood wine. Kapla!
I'm 12. I can't drink alcohol.
Haha, never fear. There is no alcohol in Marvog blood wine. Just blood, in a big cup called a tankard.
Yeah, I'm a hard pass on that.
Yeah, no.
Haha, very well. There will be much blood wine at the royal wedding where the Sprawl and Marvog tie their fortunes together forever. Let us raise a glass to the gatekeeper who brought us all together this day.
We can have some milk, Quapla.
Kapla!
Did a mouse sneeze somewhere? Come, child, louder and with fury.
Kapla!
Too furious, far too furious. We are not at war. Be careful shrieking like that. But as we say in Marvog, better to be too furious than not to be furious at all.
I'm exhausted.
I shall now recite the Marvog pledge of unwavering loyalty, as is our custom.
And that's my cue to leave.
Okay. So that is... Before we go anywhere, an invitation to a top secret government liberation army and the password for the entry on the back. Nah,
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're...
Now let's go back and let's see if there's anything else at anything that I missed. If it's not still selectable. Now let's go back and see. Now that I've got since I looked at it, maybe it opens up options for this. Nope. Nope, nothing there. Okay. Point taken. Okay, so we are ready to hit the hay.
I think I've done everything I need to do, but are you sure you're ready to hit the hay?
Hit the hay. Alright, let's read through our end of day analysis. Edward the official officiant. Once he made it inside the sprawl, Edward went to work trying to find people who A, wanted to get married, and B, needed someone to officially marry them. With hours of approaching strangers who appeared to be in love on the street, he finally gave up. He slumped down on the stairs of the city council chambers. Suddenly, Councilwoman Ash burst through the massive oak doors and practically tripped over him. After demolishing the stranger with a vicious series of cutting one-liners, she thought to inquire as to why Edward was dressed like a wedding officiant. Edward told her he was she covered up the fact that she had forgotten to hire someone by hiring him on the spot for the royal wedding. Edward, the official officiant, was officially offered the gig to preside over the royal wedding. On the one hand, he felt he had struck gold with this being his very first professional opportunity to try his hand at the thing he'd set his sights on a few hours before. On the other hand, his utter lack of basic competency made him nervous that he might make a critical mistake in front of so many high-ranking and well-armed individuals. At times like this, Edward would remember the words his parents had told him as a child. Edward, we don't care what you do in life, just don't become an amateur children's birthday party musician. No matter how poorly it went, at least Mom and Dad would be pleased. Artiguus Flamehands, successfully delivering the mysterious coded letter to the Mages Guild, filled Artiguus with a sense of great satisfaction. He practically skipped the whole way home to his tower. Once there, Artiguus made himself his favorite beverage, a pina colada, of course, and stared out the window at the city skyline. Artiguus thought about all the ways the letter could be helping his fellow magic users at that very moment, but then a flash of green light, a beacon, rose up from somewhere in the distant northern mountains. He watched a similar beacon respond from the top Mages Guild tower. A casual observer may have delighted at the firework display, however, it unsettled Artiguus the mage, who was sending and receiving magical signals from the northern mountains. Was he an accessory to some nefarious scheme? Was sending him in without knowing the contents of the letter the wrong choice that will doom us all? He didn't know, but he did know that the best course of action at the time like this was to mix himself up another pina colada. Chuck. The ignited goblin walked through the gates of the sprawl and disappeared. Either he had gone completely unnoticed, or he was adept at losing anyone who would seek to follow. His fate is yet unknown. Iris Lapidary. Iris Lapidary, the ice sculptor, reached the refrigerated storage department of the palace just in time before the hot sun's rays could render her masterpiece a melted mess. She celebrated her victory at a club in the Little Ogre Town neighborhood that catered to females of all species who tended to have rad, spiky haircuts, badass tattoos, copious piercings, and who loved to dance the night away while listening to dwarven heavy metal music. The devil.
Daemon Naquam Creaturum Vadrat Sits Sicut Crystals Nil Ki Passum Quorum El Illo Die Apparent Vera Verbum Non Intellix Dyson Ed Tandem Ed Dio Everseer Portrait Scene Omni Experitia Si Honest Sim Mas Il Diem Aspirant Habitat AIDS Cart Cert Non Melor Flectus Est Ad Owl Quer Pula Per Ind Intervala Interclusa Et Diem Sum Tenere Porset Nivra Quandrum